Hi, how are you? Haven't seen you for a week. How's it going? What are you guys up to? What are you doing? Today's a good day. I had a good day today. I felt very powerful in my presence. I felt strong in my body because I'm moving a lot more. And I felt quite comfortable in my own skin. And I'm noticing as I'm teaching and as I'm talking to you guys and on stage that there's a presence about us women, that we're so hard on ourselves. And I started to take notice of this maybe last year. I started to think about how hard I am on myself. And one of the things that I was doing is and this is something my girlfriend actually says to me, is that one of the things I was doing, I was bloating the idea of being bloated. Does that make sense? So I'd get my period and I'd be bloated. Then I'd bloat the idea of, oh, look how bloated I am, babe. Hey, babe. My babe's behind the camera. Look how bloated. I'm bloated today, aren't I? Look at this. I'm fat, aren't I? And I'd really bloat that idea. And then I noticed how addictive that came. And what I truly, really recognized in myself was all the parts that I didn't like. And it became quite shocking, actually. And I trust that you can stay with me for a minute on this video and just really tune in and take a deep breath for a minute and really tune into what I'm saying, because from women to women, and if you're a man watching, from a woman to a man, but this is a human to a human, right? And I just want to be really open and really present with you of, you know, my experience with the thousands and thousands of women that I'm in contact with, that I actually teach and facilitate and really honor their space and honor their critic. And one of the things I noticed with myself was it started to become a bloating idea, like my nose. Did you know that your nose doesn't stop growing?
Yeah, I heard that.
Far out.
And your ears.
Look at it. And I just became really upset about that. It pissed me off, actually. And then I thought to myself, oh, my boobs, one's kind of down this way because my son Jamin, when he was a baby, had more milk on this side, and so like one's here, and you know, I've got these hips. Come in close, Scott. I've got these hips, right? And look at my butt. He thinks so, but for me, it's like I'm touching my legs and I'm explaining to myself that look at my hips and look at my butt. They're actually really big. I'm not skinny like those other girls. And I get this face happening, and I start looking in the mirror, and I start looking and I touch as I'm looking, and I'm, you know, definitely my thoughts are becoming acidic, and so is my body. And I start to pick on parts of me that's not working. And as a certified inner critic that I am, and I can stand here and say I have the certificate of the Inner Critic Association, that I find it quite shocking that I talk to myself like that. And I kind of feel really shocked when I find other women talking about themselves like that. And what I noticed is that there are so many parts of me that are delicious. Because without these hands, I would not be able to cook. Fact. Without this beautiful, beautiful face that houses this amazing tongue that has these taste buds, I wouldn't be able to make the recipes that I make. Without this amazing foundation that I'm standing on this earth with these feet that I never take any notice of because I'm too busy bagging out my fucking ass, that I'm thinking, oh my gosh, you know, I'm amazing. And it takes time and it takes constant alkalining your thoughts. As my girlfriend has explained to me in the past, is instead of trying to alkaline your stomach acids and stuff, alkalining your thoughts. So I believe woman to woman, or woman to man, human to human, the inner critic has to be put aside and looked at, acknowledged, thank you for coming, and then we have to journey on to a different presence about ourselves. Acknowledging the inner critic, she's never going to go away. Fucking trust me, she's not. But just acknowledging the fact that all of this houses me, and we're fabulous. I'll see you next week when we really get into the fact and the total fact that everyone is overcooking. Like, over it. Like, everyone I know that I meet does not cook. It is done. There is no more cooking. We're done. Cooking is over. See ya.